Welcome back as we go through our study guide of Strange New World. So we're still in the same chapter on questions 10 now, and so go ahead and start it here. It's talking about the inner life. A lot of that has to do with identity, authenticity, inner feelings, that sort of stuff. So it starts. Then again, this is chapter 2. Authenticity is the idea that the genuine person is the one who acts outwardly in a manner consistent with how they think or feel inside. In a sense, we can all agree this is a good thing. We have pejorative terms for those whose outward behavior stands at odds with what they are really thinking. Hypocritical, duplicitous, two-faced. But modern society has exalted this notion of authenticity to the point where at times it cuts directly against the value that previous generations placed on restraint and self-control. So again, we're saying you need to live an authentic life. The issue is now coming about where our what we now term authentic or authenticity is now being rephrased and retermed as, oh, now you're just being hypocritical. Now you're just being duplicitous. Now you're just being two-faced. And this new authenticity is at times it's cutting across, directly across, and against the values that previous generations placed on restraint and self-control. And so, question 10 is think of examples of where it is appropriate to act on our feelings and where it is inappropriate, and how might we discern um, between the two. And so what I have written down here is I'll go ahead and do the feeling of lust. So there's lust for my wife, and there's lust for another woman. It's the same feeling. One's appropriate, one's inappropriate, and there's conversation on should Christians lust even after their own wife. Not going to get into that. Just going to take a base that this emotion properly directed towards your wife is good. So the discerning rod is God's law. Where does God draw the lines on what is appropriate? And this is for all of our feelings, not just this scenario here of lust. Is our morality is us trying to be conformed to God's character. And so the question always then comes, well, how do you know if you're actually being conformed to it? One is read the Bible. Are you like the people who God puts up as holy and righteous people? Are you like Christ? Are you becoming more and more like him? And then to supplement that, look at the confessions. Particularly look at the Westminster Larger Catechism when it starts breaking down the Ten Commandments. And you don't have to agree with all the conclusions they come to about what's included in this sin, what's not included in it, but at least read it, and at least study it, and read the footnotes, which are scripture. Read the footnotes, and you will come to a better appreciation of the holiness of God and the weight that there truly is there of trying to live in accordance with his perfect and holy will. So I'll be picking this up next week. Just covering one question today. Me picking this up very shortly.